sir.
Yeah, now we can discuss the principal steps in sample survey. Principal steps in sample. So, I think you might have studied in the first semester, that is what are the steps in sample survey. So here it means that when you're going to do some surveys, what are the steps you need to follow? Okay. So here the first step is nothing but here the objective. Objective of the study. What is the objective of the study? Yes, please. So here, so when you are doing research, so you need to confirm your objective. What kind of objective you have framed it. For example, can anybody can give some suggestion which kind of interest you have the primary study? For example, Ritik. Yes, please. Hello. Hello.
Sir, repeat
Yeah.
the question.
So here, when you are going to do some research, the first step is your objective. Nothing but without objective, you cannot prepare the questionnaire and you cannot go to the field and you cannot collect the information, right? So on the base of your objective only, you can prepare some questions and you will go to the some field and you will collect some information from the respondents. Without objective, how you can prepare the questions? Am I right? So your objective nothing but here. See, for example, your research topic. For example, research topic. Okay. So impact of financial assistance on farmers' income. So this is the title of that impact of financial assistance on farmers' income in some state. For example, in India or in your state Bihar or Orissa or Telangana or AP. Okay, if you take AP, okay, AP. So here, what is your objective? The impact of financial assistance. So what kind of financial assistance are giving in the AP? You should have to know that. So what are the financial assistance? Okay, so how much they are giving per acre, right? So who are taking that financial assistance, whether farmers or other people also they are getting, or where some jobbers also, those who have the lands also they are getting the financial assistance. So you will come to know that so impact of farmers financial assistance on farmers income in AP. So the financial assistance is a very important. So here, so you can frame objectives that to examine the impact of financial assistance on farmers income in AP in AP. Hello, are you there? So this objective should be, you know that. So that therefore you will prepare some questions on the base of financial assistance, how it can be impact on farmers income, how it can be impact on farmers income. So that is the one kind of objective you should how to define, which can be clear and concrete term, nothing but the financial assistance in terms of money, how the government is giving, how much they're giving, and how much farmers are getting some benefits. So then only you will come to know that whether the financial income, financial assistance is impact negatively or positively. After conclusion of the, after analyze the data only, you will come to know whether positive results or negative results. Nothing positive impact or negative impact. Yes, please. Have you understood that, please? Hello. Hello. Are you there?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. See here, when you know that objective only, you will do the research. That is, the objective should be clear and concrete terms. Okay. So here, at the same time, when you are going to collect the information, you should have to keep in mind that what is your objectives. When you are going to ask the question to farmers, so you should have to keep in your mind that what is your objectives. what is your research objectives. Okay, have you understood? That is the objectives. Okay, then the second thing after completion objectives, so here define the population, define the population. Who is your population? You need to define it. So here your objective is nothing but see farmers. Where is your farmers? In AP there are more number of farmers. In which district you are going to conduct? Right? You need to define. Am I right? So you need to confirm that where is who is your population? Whether would you like to take the impact of an small farmers or large farmers or medium farmers? Also you can define it. Nothing but so you can define the your population, whether it is a small farmers or large farmers. Okay, marginal farmers, small farmers, medium farmers, and large farmers. Or else within the farmers you have different kind of farmers, commercial crops farmers or traditional crops farmers, or else fruits and vegetables. These are comes under the farmers. Am I right, Kathy?
Yes, sir.
So here you should have to define your population. For example, if you take in your college, university, so you should have to define your population, whether would you like to take degree or PG, right? So there are UG and PG in university, right? So you should have to take a decision. I think you should have to define who is your population. For example, as I told you in the earlier also, problems of students in the Central University of Andhra Pradesh. So what is your population? UG population or PG population? Or PG students or UG students? You should have to define it. Am I right? Within the UG, you should have to define BSc or BA, right? Within the PG, MA, MSc. Have you find out? Have you understood, dear students? Hello? 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 Are you listening or not, classes?
Yes.
Yeah. You please respond, Amma. Otherwise, I could not able to understand whether you understood or not. Yeah. Okay. For example, in the define the population. For example, the categories. At the same time, geographical. As I told you that in the AP there are around 13 districts. So, which district you are going to confine? Whether Chittoor or we can say that Kadapa or Kurnool or Anantapur, right? So you should have to define. So where you are going to collect the data? Nothing but you should have to define your population. Have you understood? So that is the define the population. Then after define the population, the third one is sampling frame. Sampling frame. So here, after define the population, you should have to create or you should have to design your sampling frame. How you are going to take, how much your population, how much your sample size. For example, here, say your sample population is 1,000 farmers. So how many sample size you are going to select? 100 or so. Therefore, you should have to design. That is a sampling frame. You should be design. Nothing but the sampling needs. So how do you know the population 1,000? So you should have to know that village wise, mandal wise, district wise. So within the mandal, within the village, you should have to take the serial number wise. How many farmers are there within the mandal, within the villages, within the mandal, within the districts? You should have to note down that how many farmers are there. You should have to list out all the farmers. Okay. So then only you will select 100 samples. Am I right? In this village, these 2 people will select. In the next village, there 2 people will be select. The third village, there 2 people will be select. Like that. So we should take that sampling design or sampling frame. Yeah. Have you understood, please? Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So here, once the sampling frame or units are defined, we must see whether sampling frame, which is a list of all the units. For example, when you have some sampling frame, we should have to bother about whether the list of the samples have listed properly or not, we can check it. Okay, so that is a sampling frame. After sampling frame, we have the fourth one is that is called selection of proper sampling design. Selection of sampling design, nothing but method. So you have the population is 1000 and you need to select 100 sample. So which method you are going to select? So this is, we have the two methods, right? One is a random sampling method, RSM. The second one is a NRSM. Okay, so RSM or probability sampling method. So here non-probability sampling method, right? So RSM nothing but random sampling method. Second one non-random sampling method. Probability sampling method, PSM nothing but probability sampling method. NP nothing but non-probability sampling method. So we should have to bother about which sample should have to adapt to collect the information from the population. So within that there are, we have the 5 types. Here there are 4 types. So you need to select any sampling design which is appropriate to the your objectives. In order to fulfill your objective, you should have to adapt or if you have to select a sampling method. Still, have you understood or not? Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Then after selecting a sampling method, so method of collection, then how we are going to collect the data? Method of collection, method of collection of the method of collection of the data. Collection of data. So what it means? See, you are selected as a sample. Can you say any sampling method, please? Yes, please. Anybody?
Quota sampling method.
Quota sampling. Yeah. So somebody is taken quota sampling method. Okay. Quota sampling method. So by selecting quota sampling method, then how you are going to collect the data? So there are some methods. For example, here interview method, questionnaire method, and third one the schedule. So what is mean by interview?
Questioning.
See, for directly the physical interviews, for example, right? For example, person to person. For example, you can interact with the person to person. Then you can ask the question, you will respond it, right? That is a person interview method. One is a interview method, right? Then what is the questionnaire?
Just ask a common question to.
Simple question, nothing but simple. You can remember that question paper. Simple. What is the question paper? List of questions. Am I right? The
Yes,
question
list of
paper
questions
there is
is
a list of
common to
questions. Yeah. So here the question are nothing but it is a set of questions. Set of questions. What is schedule?
Time during a period of time, specific period of time.
Yeah. So here in the research, the schedule is different from general schedule. Schedule nothing but in English generally schedule nothing but our time. Or schedule time to time or what is the schedule is there. Okay. But here in the research in statistics, the schedule is different meaning. It means so here the questionnaire and schedule more or less same, but there is some difference. For example, in the questionnaire, we have the set of questions. Set of questions. So for example, first question. Okay, their district, their mandal, and their village, and gender, and family members, right? And their caste, their religion, their family members, and their type of family, whether Jain family or nuclear family, right? So these are some basic questions which we will ask. Am I right? Hello? Hello? Please respond, otherwise.
Yes, sir.
See,
Yes,
questionnaire. So when we prepare some questionnaire, so we will send to the persons. This is called mailed questionnaire also. For example, I am going to prepare this question. See, what is your district, mandal, your village, your gender, and your family members. How many family members? What is your caste? What is your religion? Whether you are the Jain family or nuclear family. This is the 6 or 7 questions which I framed it, and I will send through mail to you that. Okay, so that is called mailed questionnaire or mailed questionnaire. Mailed questionnaire, right? So by looking this question only, we are going to give the response. Kathy, let me know what is your district.
Nellore, sir.
Nellore. Mandal.
Nellore.
Nellore. Village. Nellore. Probably you are in the Nellore town only, I think, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So your gender is female. Family size, family members. How many family members are there?
Nuclear family, sir.
No. Family members.
3.
3. Caste, for example. Sorry, if you don't mind, you cannot say. Okay, don't mind. So some caste, for example, X caste, for example. Religion is X, for example. Jain family or nuclear, right? So these are the questions she may fill and she will send to me. That is called mail questionnaire, right? Have you understood the question? The questionnaire.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So simple. The questionnaire will be to the literate people, because they will read the question and they will respond to the questions. Whereas scheduled is nothing but list of questions, but it is for illiterate. It is illiterate. Main difference is illiterate. For example, if you ask the question to farmer, for example, if we frame the questions, what is your district? Will they understand in the English? Even if you frame in Telugu also, if you frame in Tamil, or if you frame in Malayali, for example, whatever your language is there, if you frame the question in your language, illiterate people, will they answer the question? Will they understand the question? Whatever you ask? Yes, Kathy. Hello?
Sir, once repeat.
For example, if you frame the questions in English, so the English, those who are literate people, those who are well known in English, they will understand the English and they will give the answers, right?
Yes, sir.
For example, if you prepare that question only to the illiterate peoples, what is your district, what is your mandal, what is your village, and what is your gender, what is your family, how many family members you are there, what is your caste, what is your religion, and your family's gender, or Jain or nuclear. Will they understand these questions, whatever you are going to ask?
No, sir.
No. So therefore, you will keep this question paper with you. That is called the what is called investigator. Those who are going to collect the information, the person is called investigator. Am I right? Investigator. The investigator can hold the questionnaire and he will ask the question to the person. What is your district? What is your mandal? What is your village? Probably this question they know, the investigator, because where they are going to know, where they are going to conduct the research, they knows what is their mandal, what is their district, and what is their village. But they will ask the question. Yes, please.
Investigator question are same, sir.
Investigator is nothing but those who are going to collect the information. The person is called investigator.
Sir, questionnaire or investigator are same, sir.
No. So in the question, nothing but see, the questioner will be to the literate people. Simple. For example, if I take the printout, simple, I can give you that. You can fill the questions. Nothing but you can fill the answers. Whatever I ask the question, you will submit it. Right? So through mail also I will send to you. For physically, you can also fill the questionnaire. Yes, please. Have you understood or not?
Yes, sir. Yes.
So here, investigator, nothing. It is not a questionnaire. Investigator is nothing but investigator. Nothing but those who are doing research. Nothing but those who are collecting the information from the sample or respondents. That person is called investigator. Simple. See, so I want to do research, Amma. So therefore, I will give you the set of question. Nothing but I will give the 2 or 3 papers which are questions 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I will give the Upendra. So you will collect the data from your own village. So that therefore you will ask the farmer, what is your gender, how many family members do you have, and what is your caste, what is your religion. If you take into consider, nothing but you are going to fill your what is your caste. what is your gender, whether male or female, you will take it, or you will write the male or female. What is your caste, or SC, ST, BC, OC, right? Right? What is your religion, Hindu, Muslim, or Jain, etc. Whether you are Jain family or nuclear, you will write it. Hello? Hello? Upendra, are you there? Please
Yes, sir.
unmute yourself, Lama. Please.
Understood.
So you are called investigator. So in the schedule nothing but the schedule, the investigator can hold that. Nothing, they will keep the questionnaire and they will ask the question to the illiterate people. Whatever the illiterate people express, they will write down. Nothing but they will write the answers. They will nothing but they will fill the questionnaire. Simple. They will fill the questionnaire. Have you understood?
Yes, sir.
For example, see if there is a blind person is there, so he want to give the nothing but he is going to attend the an exam. For example, online exam. So simple. What you are going to say that? For example, there is a what is called scribe, right? Right? Scribes. For example, if you are acting as a scribe, so you are going to explain the what is the question is there. You can explain to the blind person. Okay. So you will give the answers. Whatever you will give the answer, you will write down or you will click the answers. Am I right? Hello? Are you understood or not? I may not confusing you, right? Hello? I think this is a very broad subject, which will be, yeah. Hello? Kathy? Pratibha? Are you there?
Yes, sir.
Sleeping or listening? Huh?
Listening, sir.
Listening.
But you are not responding. I think you are not understanding, right?
No, sir, we are understanding.
Yeah, please respond because yeah. So this is the difference between the schedule and questionnaire. Schedule and so here questionnaire will be applicable for the literate people. Schedule will be applicable for the illiterate people. See, for sometimes, for example, when you prepare the questionnaire, so the person may not able to give nothing but with their own writing, they may not give the answers. Sometimes they don't have the time. So therefore, we will keep that question and we will ask the answers. They will respond it. On the basis of their response, we will write it. Okay. So that is more or less scheduled. Yeah. So then, so after method of collection of the data, then sixth one is the data to be collected. Data to be interview method or nothing but data to be. Then after collecting the data, what you have to do? After collection of the data, what you are going to do?
Organize.
Please. Organize. So how you are going to organize? So there are the different stages also there. So you should have to organize it. So for first, where should you have to go, and which mandal or which village you have to go. Okay. So that should be some stages also there. There will be involved as per your requirement. Okay. At the same time, in the organization, you need to have supervisor. Think of supervision and field assistants. Okay, and field workers, for example. So, for example, you have the large amount of data, nothing but you need to collect the 3,000 samples. So, it is a big data, right? So, you need to employ workers, then field assistants, and supervisors. So workers, so they will supervise by the field assistants, and supervisor will assist all the two peoples. So you will organize it systematically. So whether they are collecting the data or whether they are not collecting the data. So we need to organize the field work through different stages. So after organizing the data, what you have to do? Simple. So you are going to collect the information, right? So after collecting the data, for example, when you have the sample size is 3,000, right? So will you able to collect 3,000 samples at a time? So in the research, when your sample size is more, you need to collect the data only 10%. Within the sample size, you need to collect the 10%. For example, 300 or 100, and so no problem. So when you collect the data from 100, you will run the results. What is called pilot study. Pilot study. Pilot study, nothing but pre-study, nothing but before collecting the data information from the respondents, we will collect the data only few members, then we will test it. That is called pilot study, nothing but pre-study. Whether we are getting accurate results or whatever we frame some questions, whether we are getting some answers or not. For example, see, when you are going to field work, whatever you frame the questionnaires, for example, the questionnaires, you are going to prepare some questions, right? So for the particular question, there is no response for the any farmers. Am I right? Hello.
Yes, sir.
So therefore, you will cancel that question. You will nothing but you can remove that question. For sometimes when you are asking some question, what is the problems? Whatever you know problems, you can list out one problem, second problem, third problem, fourth problem. So for example, the farmers may get different problem. Along with 4, you may get the problem also. So therefore, whatever you can get a different answer from the farmers, in the next, after completion the pilot study, you will add that 5th question, whatever the farmer is getting. So which are not relevant, we can remove. Which are relevant, we can add it. Simple. Yeah, still anybody have the doubt regarding to the pilot study? No? Then, after conducting a pilot study, if the results are good, then go for the total sample size. Nothing but to go collect the information from all the sample size. Then, after collecting the sample size, total sample size, we'll do the analysis. So, how you are going to analyze? By using different statistical method, different statistical methods. For example, so for analysis purpose, don't use any all techniques. Don't use all statistical techniques which are relevant to your study, which are appropriate to your study. You can apply that relevant statistical techniques. So, for example, as I told you that mean mode. For example, if you want to study about high frequency, you want to know that. For example, the average gender. If you collect the data about the gender, if you collect the data of some people, if you find out the average, this is misleading. When you conduct the mode test, mode statistical technique, you will get good results. Nothing but which is appropriate. If you find out the median, which is not good one for the measurement of gender. So therefore, you can use different statistical techniques which are appropriate to your objectives and your needs of the research. Then after analyzing, what you are going to write, that is summary. Right? Summary. So here, so on the basis of results on analysis, you are going to write summary. Okay. So after summary only, you are going to write conclusion and recommendation or suggestions. Am I right? So after the summary of this your study, that is called conclusion. Sometimes we will say conclusion. So after the summary, we will going to write suggestions and recommendation. Okay. Hello. So on the base of results only, you should have to write conclusions. Sorry, suggestions. So if the result, if your conclusion is different, if you write different suggestions, which is not relevant. So on the base of your conclusion, on the base of your results, your suggestion should be on the base of conclusion as well as results. If your conclusion is different, your suggestion is different, your research is wrong. Okay. I think I hope you understood. Yes, please.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.